I'm making this video right now, after stream, right after, this is my reactions to this game. I have a couple of videos, one talking about how great Arike Gamawale was individually. I have a video talking about how embarrassing Cheryl Reeve has been this whole weekend. And this was an embarrassment. This was not a loss. This was an embarrassment for Team USA. From top, and I'm not even going to say from top to bottom. This was an embarrassment from top. This was for all the Team USA selectors, for everyone that was involved, other than the players, by the way. The players, unless the players had some say, unless the players had some say in the team, which I believe Taurasi probably has some say, and if you are Diana Taurasi, I think if you ask Diana Taurasi right now, would you take Caitlin Clark on this team because she wants her Olympic medal? And by the way, she was really good today. She'd say yeah. She'd say yeah. Put Caitlin on the team. I think she would genuinely say, put Caitlin on the team if you ask Diana Taurasi. I think maybe not at the time, but it just shows that Team USA deciding to announce the teams however long early, however many months before they should have. They could have announced the teams right now. They literally could have announced the team today and still had. The reason why they did it was for the All-Star game. Simply put, the reason why they announced the final team so early and refused to make any changes was for this game right here, which they lost, and they lost in a bad fashion. They went down so sad. They went down so sad. They went down trying to stop the rookies. They went down literally trying to stop the rookies doing anything rather than trying to win the game. Like, they didn't look like they were trying to win the game. They looked like they were trying to stop Caitlin Clark. And to be fair, at times, like, not even they were trying to stop Angel Reese, but like, you could see it was like we're not gonna let these rookies do anything. And they lost this game 3 years ago. They lost this game. They didn't get embarrassed. And you might be saying, oh, it was only an 8-point game. No, it was a 15-point game at one stage till they started hitting shots. They started hitting shots late in that game. Meaningless shots. Meaningless shots. That was a blowout. Like, Arike cooking. Kelsey Mitchell cooking. They played the whoever offense on whoever. They literally played the whoever offense. Because in the first, when Caitlin Clark was on the floor, all the team had to do, by the way, was give it to Caitlin Clark, and you would triple team. You would be so scared of a rookie showing you up that you would triple team her, and oh, let's not forget, what is Caitlin Clark best at? Not shooting. She's in a slump right now. She's the best passer in this league by that much, and she proved it today. So you're going to go, and they're going to go in full court presser. From minute one. From minute one in an all-star game. This is in the first quarter. This is in the first quarter. From minute one, you are going to full court press the other team's point guard. Every time she crossed halfway line, she got blitzed. Look at this right here. Because Kelsey Mitchell's, she gets hit by that. She's trying to blitz. She's late, wide open, and one for Aaliyah Boston. Because you've got this passer on the team. The amount of times you gave up open layups because you were getting outworked. This team's not in good enough shape. They don't play fast enough. They are old, slow, and injured. I got called out, genuinely, in my comment section. I got called out for calling the Team USA old, slow, and injured. That is what they are. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. Team USA are old, slow, and injured. That's the only word that I can use to describe it. They're old, slow, injured. 3 words. And that is not including Breanna Stewart and Chelsea Gray. It's not Chelsea Gray. Geez, Chelsea Gray is very old, slow, and injured. But other than A'ja Wilson, I thought A'ja Wilson had the most quiet, meaningless 22 points I've ever seen. Stewie, I thought was their only good player. No, actually, Taurasi played pretty well. But Sabrina and Jackie Young looked scared to play basketball. They looked scared to play the sport. I've never seen anything like it. I have never seen anything like it. Kat Copper was good in the first half. Barely saw the floor in the second half. Alyssa Thomas, fine, a good player, but just doesn't fit. I don't know, like Kelsey Plum was 3 of 5. She was fine out there, I guess. Brittany Griner was brilliant, by the way. Jewel Lloyd looked non-existent. Like, this is a terribly constructed team. And the worst part about it is that every player that the casual fans that knew nothing about the WNBA was like, how are Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Arike Gumbawale, and to a lesser extent, Nneka Onwumike, because Nneka got snubbed in 2016 because Gina Auriemma took a college Breanna Steward instead of the MVP. Yes, he took a college Breanna Steward instead of the MVP. And Candace Parker as well, by the way. Candace Parker got snubbed that year. But the MVP, Nneka Onwumike. So you literally lost to 4 snubs from Team USA Basketball because they tried harder than you. That is the embarrassing part. You are supposed to be the best team in the world, and you just got outworked. And the worst part is that yous were the one that were full court pressing. Yous were the one that made sure that this was going to be a real game of basketball. Yous were the one who had all the camps, who have all this like continuity and, you know, where if you can't be at these camps, you can't be on the team. Doesn't matter that Jewel Lloyd has a effective field goal percentage of 39 this season. Doesn't matter that Kelsey Plum's been stinking it up at times this year. She's been fine at times, been stinking up at other times. It doesn't matter the fact that you brought 6 score for shooting guards. But because they were at the camp and they're friends, they're like in USA Basketball, they're automatically on the team. Instead of picking based on merit. If you are going to bring a shot choker, Arike is way better than Jewel Lloyd. If you are going to bring a point guard, there is only one point guard in the league, and it's not Chelsea Gray, it is number 22. There is one that you cannot, and I mean this, Alicia Gray is a flat-out runner. She just runs. She's so helpful as a bench option. You would almost, I understand not bringing her, but she would fit better. You have 6 of the same archetype, and this is what everyone had said about this team. The most embarrassing thing about it is Cheryl Reeve is there on her high horse talking about, I don't regret anything, we picked the best 12 players. When you didn't. Even on paper, this team is better. This team is better than you on paper. That's the worst part. And you might be like, oh, but like, some of them aren't American. Who? Jonquel Jones, DeWanna Bonner? 2 people ineligible? I don't know about Nneka Onwumike's eligibility. And Derek Hamby, because she's playing 3-on-3. But like, Derek Hamby's ineligible as well, but she sucked today? Like, there are so many better players on this team than this team. And it's not that they are less skilled. They just work harder. They outworked you. They outran you. How is it that 2 rookies who have not stopped playing basketball the whole time, the 2 rookies who had to deal with the most media presence at this All-Star weekend, and even Alicia Gray, who competed in both the contests last night, how is it the 3 people who had the most to do with All-Star weekend were the people that outworked you guys? That is embarrassing. And you know what? Like, I'm not going to fully blame the players. They didn't pick this team. I hope they didn't. If any player was involved in picking this team, how the hell? This is literally, I'm going to say, I don't know what the way to say it is, like, I don't know, it's not I don't know if it's nepotism, politics. This is team politics right now. And the fact is, like, look, they're probably going to win the Olympics. But if you don't know anything about international basketball, Belgium run. Belgium have Julie Van Loo running the point. They run. They have Alemon, they have Van Loo, they've got Emma Messiman. They run. And this team's old, slow, and injured. Again, look, just like the men's team, they shouldn't lose a game, but they might. They might. And the fact that they just got embarrassed by the rejects. How embarrassing is it that you were all confident being like, no, we don't want the circus. We're actually picking the best 12. Like, you got to earn your spot. And you got embarrassed by a player you didn't invite to training camp who just outworked your whole team. A player that you told had a chance of making the team. You organized training camp when she couldn't be there. You told had a chance that she could have made the team. And then you basically picked the team so early in her rookie career that you had just an excuse to not pick her. Someone who got snubbed in their MVP year, and somebody who knew about the politics and removed her name from the pool before she could get cut. That's who embarrassed you. You got embarrassed by people you rejected. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And you might be saying, oh, you just hate Team USA. I called it for. I'm They got embarrassed by Americans. This was the A team versus the B team. They got embarrassed by the B team. And I love to see it. It's like Team USA picking all the old guys. And like obviously the old guys in Team USA and the men's are still the best players. But let's just say they weren't. Let's just say they weren't the best players. And the select team had all the best players in the world, but they picked the old guys because they were legends. And then the select team killed them. That would have been great to see. Either way, see you lads.